Well, students, our today's topic is complex algebra and its applications in electrical circuits. An alternative quantity or phasor can be represented in complex algebra in four forms. That means we can represent an alternative quantity or a phasor by four methods or four forms. First form is rectangular form, second form is polar form, third is trigonometric form, and fourth is exponential form. First we will take rectangular form. So this is an alternating voltage represented by a phasor V1. We resolve this phasor into two components, horizontal component and vertical component. Horizontal component is A1 and vertical component is B1, and we represent this B1 by A1 plus JB1. This axis is called plus JB1. Similarly, V2 A2 plus JB2. A3, now A3 phasor is on this side is negative and this is also negative. So A3 or this V3 will be equal to A minus A3 minus JB3. This you have to understand that V3 is minus A3 minus JB3, whereas B2 is minus A2 plus JB2. This axis is positive axis, this is negative axis. On this side is plus J, on this side is minus J. This is positive, this is negative. Similarly, B4 has two components, A4 and B4. A4 is positive, B4 is negative. So A4 minus JB4. So you have seen that in this rectangular component there is one operator J. Now we will discuss in details what is this operator J. Why we denote this axis by operator J. So we will discuss the significance of operator J. What is its operator J? Suppose O is a phasor and this is a positive phasor. O is a positive phasor. If I multiply OA by minus 1, then vector will become minus OA. If a phasor is multiplied by minus 1, its magnitude become minus OA, and it is plotted on this side because minus side is on this side, negative also on this side. So a phasor when multiplied by minus 1 is rotated through 180 degree. This is a very important point. A phasor when multiplied by minus 1 is rotated through 180 degree. Now we'll see how a phasor can be rotated by 90 degree. We split this minus 1 into two parts, under root minus 1 into under root minus 1. So when it is multiplied by minus 1, it is rotated through 180 degree. When it is multiplied by under root minus 1, when it is multiplied by under root minus 1, it will be rotated by 90 degree. And further multiply this under root minus 1, then further 90, then 90 and 90 becomes 180. So by multiplying a phasor by minus 1, it is rotated through 180 degree, and by multiplying a phasor by under root minus 1, it is rotated through 90 degree. So under root minus 1 is called the operator J because we represent this under root minus 1 by J. We represent under root minus 1 by J. So this is significant of J. So when a phasor multiplied by minus under root minus 1 or J is rotated through 90 degree in counterclockwise direction. This is the operation. This is the operator J. So values of J is equal to under root minus 1, J square minus 1, J cube minus J, J4. So you can locate the values of j here. This vector is OA. Multiply with OA by j, it will become here G. Under root minus 1 is j. So under root minus 1 into a is ja. So this is positive x plus j. Further multiply by j, it will be rotated to further 90 degree. So j square becomes minus 1. Multiply further by j, it will be j cube. J cube is equal to minus j. Multiply further by this by j, j4. J4 is equal to plus 1. So this is significance of operator j. So whenever there is operator j, it is either positive or negative. J is on this axis and this axis is the real axis, and this sometimes called as imaginary axis. So we have discussed rectangular form. Next is polar form. That means a voltage can be represented by its length and angle. This is called pole. This is called pole of the voltage. This is its angle. So if I represent the voltage by its magnitude and angle, it is called polar form. Now V1 is on this side. This is plus j theta. And V2 is on this side, this is minus theta. So we can represent voltage by this way: V1 plus j theta plus theta, and V2 is minus theta. So this is called polar form. Trigonometric form. This voltage can be resolved into two trigonometric components. This is V cos theta, V sin theta. So V cos theta plus, on this side is plus j, this side is minus j. So cos theta plus j sin theta. Similarly, if phasor is on this side, it will be minus j theta. So in general, V is equal to V cos theta plus minus j sin theta. And you also know that cos theta plus minus j sin theta is called e raised over j theta. And this fourth form is the exponential form. Exponential form is V is equal to e raised to power plus minus j theta, and its value is again this cos theta plus minus j sin theta. So these are the four forms of complex algebra. That means, and we can represent the alternative quantity by four forms. We have to perform the operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So we prefer multiplication or addition and subtraction in rectangular form and multiplication and division in polar form. This is easiest way of calculating. Otherwise we can perform all the four functions in rectangular form as well as on this. So we will perform addition and subtraction in rectangular form and multiplication and division in polar form. This is easy to perform addition, subtraction, polar, addition, subtraction in rectangular, and multiplication, division in. So I have shown the addition of phasors and subtraction of phasor in polar form. In this is a rectangular form, and multiplication and division in polar form. Now let us see how we can perform addition and subtraction. So V1, V2, this V1 is given as A1 plus JV2, V2 is given this. Add these two to add real together and imagine in this side. So we get this quantity becomes A, this quantity becomes B, and this is the theta tan inverse B by A. So this is its resultant and this is its center. Subtraction of phasors. So you have to subtract V1 minus V2. So this is V1 minus V2. So again simplify it and you will get 1A and this is B, and its magnitude is this square plus this square root because this is a right angle to this. means this is A, this is B, and this is V1 minus V2 or anything, and this is theta. So theta is equal to tan inverse B by A. Now multiplication we prefer in polar form. So this V1 is in polar, V2 is also in polar. Multiply this by this, multiply these two quantities here, and angles are directly added. In multiplication, angles are directly added. In division, V1 by V2. In division, these are divided and this angle is subtracted from the numerator. So we have performed all the 4 operations which are required in solving electrical circuits. So this sometimes you have to convert rectangle to polar form and polar form to rectangular form. If voltage given in polar form and you have to perform addition subtraction, you convert polar form to rectangular form. If voltages are given in rectangular form and you have to perform multiplication and division, then convert rectangular form to polar form. And in calculator this operation is available, P to R, R to P. You check these functions from your scientific calculator, that P into R function is called polar to rectangle and R to P function is called rectangle to polar form. Okay, thank you.